anger on the streets of Caracas as tens of thousands of Venezuelans protest against President Nicolás Maduro. This should have been the first of a three-day drive to collect signatures for a recall referendum, but that process was halted by the country's authorities.
We had a solution, a democratic solution. It's in our constitution. The recall referendum is part of the constitution, and they are taking it away from us. Will you tell me what this means?
For the opposition, this was just the latest in a series of decisions taken by the government that are turning Venezuela into an increasingly authoritarian country. On Tuesday, the National Assembly voted in a fiery debate to start what they call a political trial against Maduro. But the constitution doesn't give them the power to impeach the president. So opposition leaders are calling for a national strike on Friday, followed by another rally on November 3rd, this time all the way to the presidential palace.
All the Venezuelan people, all together, on November 3rd, let's go to Miraflores.
Oil-rich Venezuela is in the midst of a major economic crisis, with rampant inflation and widespread shortages of basic goods. On the border with neighboring Colombia, tens of thousands of Venezuelans cross every day in search of food and medicines they can't find or can't afford back home. Some traveled more than 12 hours to get here. While they say they support the protest, they need to think about their basic needs first.
I was called to rally to defend Venezuela, but I'm hungry. I need to find food. And like me, there are thousands of people who are crossing today in search of food. Let's hope we get somewhere. Violence is not the solution.
Regional bodies such as the Organization of American States are urging for dialogue. Earlier in the week, President Nicolás Maduro met with Pope Francis, and they've agreed to start a dialogue with the opposition, assisted by the Vatican. Those talks were expected to start on Sunday, but right now it's not clear if the conditions are there and if the opposition will participate. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, on the border between Colombia and Venezuela.